reason I said fame and fortune was frivolous to me is because we were raised really poor. I mean, my brothers, we had one bed, one room, but nobody told us we were poor, and I was just as happy. We were in the outdoors. Every day was an adventure to me, and the reason is because we love, who we're with our family, and that's really the reason we love to hunt. It's not so much about what we get to eat or, how many ducks we shoot. It's about who we're with. And so if you're happy in that situation and you realize what true happiness is, which to me is God, people, and then whatever else, number 3. With me, it's ducks. I realized, what are you going to buy? You can't buy that. I was just as happy when we had nothing. So,
and when we met, when we were teenagers, I noticed that about their family. My parents, my dad's a preacher and my mom was a school teacher at a Christian school, so we didn't have hardly anything either. And so what attracted us to each other was what we saw in each other in our faith. And we dated very young, got married very young, and that's basically been our own motto. We've been very happy for 22 years before the money started coming in. So we have our core values as a family, and we've kept them, and that's our number one priority is making sure that our kids know that, so they also will have the same values, no matter what circumstances come your way. If God is your solid foundation, good or bad, you're going to be happy. You're going to be joyous if you're in Him, and that's what we stand on.
Well, just to prove her point that it was a godly thing, we were both virgins when we got married until our wedding night, and we decided to do it God's way, and we basically had a godly agreement that we would help each other get to heaven. And so, a lot of people just think that that's unreasonable or preposterous. I'm like, no, God's way, that's strange. I'm like, if everybody chose to do it God's way, the world would be a lot better off. You think about all the guilt,
and what an
all
influence
the
that we can have on our children because of that testimony. Our oldest son, Reed, has been dating a great girl for over a year and a half, and they also have the same commitment. So it's just such a wonderful, joyous time for as a parent to be able to see that and the commitment that they have as children and wanting to do that also.
But it's a great testimony because we're like, look, we do this not because we're representing some organization. We do it because we trust in God and we believe His way is the better way in all things in life. So that's why when you ask me about the fame and fortune, I'm like, I'm going to use whatever God blesses me with as a platform to tell the world, look, God is for you. He proved it through sending Jesus down here to die for us and be resurrected. And for us, that gives us second chances and it gives us hope.
Yeah.
And so we spread that message everywhere. We say, look, if God can use us, He can use anybody. So that's our story, and we're sticking to it.